Welcome back to Road Race Retro. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Sorry this update for part 2 of the RS250 rebuild has took a little bit of a while. I know obviously there was initial interest when the video went up, but this is part 2 anyway, and we'll get cracked on. So as you can see from my skin complexion, I had a week away to Turkey, a nice bit relax, and then come back to the shower of shit that is the Megane RS250, or should I say the bent banana in colour and banana in shape at the moment, so it does need some graft. Now I've had a good call today anyway from the painters, which is why I thought I'd do this video, basically saying they've stripped the car down, they've made a start, which is mint. You know, I didn't expect it to be done this quick. The lads have cracked on, stripped the front end down, but that's where the good news ends. So the car itself does need a few more bits than what I initially anticipated, but with bump cars, it's the kind of shit you have to get involved in. It always happens. So the next clips will obviously show you exactly what is damage that I hadn't bargained for. Obviously the front end, what I thought was just a little bit of a nick, turns out to be slightly more. Obviously the intercooler is a Dureza uprated intercooler. It's quite thick and it's quite strong, and where it's pushed the intercooler, obviously with the intercooler being quite strong, it hasn't given, it's pushed everything back. The intercooler, believe it or not, it's actually fine, but everything behind it is just, it's smashed it to bits. So like things like the front panel, we've got boost pipes that are smashed, we've got headlight brackets that are now knackered, we've got a headlight on the driver's side, which I thought was cool, which is not that smashed in the back, and then we've got a boost pipe that looks like it's been through the mangler, I think. So as you can see, obviously I'll give you a close-up, you can see obviously the side of the pipe there has gone quite thin, and obviously it's crushed it. And if you can look in there, you'll see the carnage. Obviously that should be circular, and it's made a right mess of that. Now obviously the cooler's an uprated version, so it's a Dureza, and it comes as a full kit. So with the full kit, you basically get these boost pipes as part of the kit. So I actually can't buy one of these alone. I need to buy a full kit, or I'm going to try and find somebody close to me who is good enough to fix this. I think it's going to be a bit of a job, but apparently I've got a couple of people who've stepped up to the mark and said they can do something with it. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll cut the clips here next, but before I do, you'll notice the channel name has changed. Bear with us for that, and all be revealed in the next coming weeks. So now the channel has gone to Road Race Retro. So myself and David Richardson have now gone into a partnership and opened a whole brand new showroom, which we're going to show you very, very soon. Honestly, it is super, super cool. It's such a nice place. I hope everybody likes it. You'll see the kind of new cars that we've got in there. The business is going to take a slightly different direction, but that's for another video on another day. Obviously this one is about the Megane. So yeah, again, welcome to part 2. If you're watching, I appreciate you all for staying tuned. The channel's only small at the minute, but you know, 200 subs for the videos that we've done. I'm happy with that at the moment, and if it continues, then that's great. If you're watching the videos for the first time, go back and look at part 1 for the Megane RS250, and then you'll see what this video kind of relates to. If you're new here, please hit the bell icon, like and subscribe, and it will keep you up to date with all of the videos from now on moving forward. But yes, here are some clips of the Megane, and this is what it's looking like at the moment. The only other thing that I hadn't bargained for was the headlights. Obviously the headlights are cheap anyway, because obviously the same headlights in all the Megane, but this one, obviously someone split the headlight and paint the inserts black, which obviously a lot of people like to do, which obviously I think looks nicer as well, which I'm going to do. I thought that one was okay, but that one's actually splattered as well. Where are we at here? Oh, there. So it's done that one as well. So I've got 2 headlights there, so we're going to have to change those, but just kind of just strip down process and just parts what we need. It's going to be interesting this, so I'll keep us updated with what's happening. So at the back as well, we got a new Pro Track wheel from Chris at CT Performance. So we've put the new wheel on with the tyre, but as you probably already noticed if you know what you're looking at, the angle of it is wrong. So if you look at it from there, I think it's probably bent the stub axle, hopefully, fingers crossed. If it hasn't, I'm in the shit. I'm probably going to have to change the full axle out, but for now I think it's the stub axle, and I'll get it from the back. So yeah, so that wheel's definitely out, so we're going to have to sort that at some point. That's what it's like now. I've stripped the front end off. Everything's straight, but obviously it's done the front panel. Obviously the front panels are only plastic. I'll show you the front panel in a minute, but apart from that, it's all right. There is a boost pipe which comes off here and goes to the cooler, which is knackered. You see obviously inside of there, it's just pancaked that pipe. So I need to try and get one of them if I possibly can, if all going well. And the other bits, obviously the intercooler looks alright. Don't think it's punctured that. Aircon radiator, splattered that. And the other radiator, so obviously at the bottom. So we need another radiator as well. Obviously that's the crash bar. So it has a canny whack, but I think what's happened is obviously, as the lads were saying, the intercooler's probably took the hit and pushed everything back over us. And that's the front panel. So it's disintegrating that as well. Anyway, the video isn't all doom and gloom. I do have some positives. I was always taught try and end things on a positive note, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So obviously, as you saw from the other video, the first thing I bought for the car was a shifter, a Cooler Works, which obviously we got from Chris at CP Performance. I have since added to those modified parts. Can't reveal all of them just yet because some of them haven't actually arrived, but what I will show you is I've managed to pick up some funky seats, so I think you're going to like this. These seats for me are the only seats that I would ever put in something like the Megane. They're a classic style seat. They are loved by everybody, so I'll flip the camera around, we'll walk across into the office, and I'll show you the seats I've managed to get. Before I go into the office, you will notice the backdrop is not as familiar as other backdrops we've had in different videos. That is because this is a little bit of a tip and hint into our new venture. This is actually a completely new showroom. But again, I'm not going to dive too deep into that because I think it deserves a special video, and I'm going to dedicate a video in the next couple of weeks to the new place, which we have got now up and running. You will have noticed today, which has worked really, really well for us, Jamie from Officially Gassed has just revealed a new track car. That track car on Jamie's video is actually supplied by us. So thumbs up to Jamie. I hope he does enjoy that car. In the meantime, I'll show you the seats that we've got for the Megane build. So I'll just walk you through into the office. Obviously, it was only ever going to be Recaro seats. So these are beautiful suede red centres, which may lead me into putting some red accents on the car. These seats are in wicked condition. They are second hand. Picked them up at quite a decent price. But yeah, they should look awesome in the car. Now, the video, I do have another little surprise for you. My paint has worked very, very fast. And would you believe it, I have actually got the car down here with me already done. So are you ready to see it? I'll flip the camera around. Check her out. You would never ever think in a million years that was the same car. And that's because it isn't the same car. I'm just full of shit. I wish that was my car. That is actually one we've got for sale if anybody's looking for a Megane at the moment, and belongs to Chris Pickering. My car looks nothing like that at the moment. So I will put a photo in though. The lads have made some progress and they are on basically putting the back end of the car together. Believe it or not, which to me is very, very strange, it's a little bit of a miracle, they've actually pulled that back panel out. The mangled back panel have actually fixed. The bumper's on, the new boot lid's on, so I'll quickly put a photo in before we end this video. But yeah, stay tuned. This is obviously going to be a decent video. I am enjoying this Megane rebuild, and it should be awesome when it's finished. We're going to go through all the stages. We're going to go through tuning. We're going to obviously show you us putting the roll cage in there, shifter. It'll be a step-by-step guide, and obviously you will be able to look at it, and maybe if you're looking at modifying a Megane yourself, bits will possibly be helpful to you. But thanks for staying tuned. This is part 2 of the Meg video, and we'll end it with a little teaser and a photograph of how the Megane actually looks today, which is in the next clip.
Stay tuned for part 3.